Assalamu alaikum everyone. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. So today we are going to continue our lesson handicrafts and handlooms. In the last session we have seen the handicrafts. We have seen a story about a basket maker of Andugula, Pulaya. He was from Shankavaram village in Kanigiri Mendel, Prakasham district. And we have seen what are the problems he is facing. Today we will learn about handloom. For learning about handloom, we will see the story of a Dharmavaram handloom weaver. Dharmavaram is located in Anantapur district in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Dharmavaram saris are traditionally woven in interlocked weft technique. Dharmavaram silk saris are a benchmark in traditional craft industry. They are very famous for their striking color combination with contrast pallu. To make silk saris, raw material like silk yarn, color, thread is needed. Rearing of silkworm is taken by small farmers. Cotton is made into thread either in factories or as household craft. Weavers buy yarn and color from the market. Now let's see the tools used for weaving. Weavers own the wooden loom, which is the main tool for weaving. For weavers, it is also important to know the design plan to make in the sari. These designs are marked on special sheets of paper with specific notations. Weavers follow them without making errors. Now, stages of weaving a sari. There are different stages of making the sari. The first of this is preparing yarn. Silk yarn is wound down on a bobbin. Yarns are marked with designs which help them to identify colors to be dyed into which part of the yarn. Dyeing the yarn is a long process. Each color is separately dried one after the other and used for weaving. Next is dyeing yarn. Different methods of dyeing are followed. For this, the yarn is soaked in a mixture of castor oil and alkaline earth, then dried, again soaked, dipped in alizarin paste and finally boiled till it gets red shade. For the brown shade, iron fillings are added to the color. Dissolving iron fillings in vinegar produces black color. Like basket weavers, handloom weavers are facing some problems. The problems are handloom weavers are facing a serious problems. They face a stiff competition from power looms and mill-made cloth. The weavers are also not getting rate due to middlemen's involvement. Fashion in the cities change fast. To know about the designs in demand and to change the design accordingly, they have to depend on the middlemen. Raw materials are produced in faraway centers. This gives the middleman an important position in the handloom industry, and they get largest share of the price paid by the buyers of the saris. In order to overcome these problems, the weavers are encouraged to form cooperative societies. The cooperative societies are meant to help the weavers in buying raw material of their cloth, but these societies are also not functioning well. Weavers are not given any role in decisions regarding procurement of raw materials and sale of cloth materials. This has once again pushed the weavers into the clutches of the middleman and traders. Distressed weaving families should be provided work from cooperative societies and saved from the master weavers. Let's see this process once again. The silk yarn is locally called kachapattu. The raw silk extracted from the silk cocoon undergoes some process. Before it, kachapattu is twisted together to make convenient for raft, and this process is called supari. Next is tie and dye. This silk yarn is dyed with colors. Dyeing means coloring. Coloring by dipping the yarn in boiling color water at very high temperatures, and the process is repeatedly done. Boiling and cooling of the yarn is done in the uniformity of dye application. This process is called as tie and dye. Under this process, many tools and machineries are used, like wooden loom and tools for weaving, big containers for boiling, iron rods for dyeing. Nowadays, computers and punctured jacquard cards are used for designing, weft making, and wrap making. Weft making and wrap making. Weft making is bobbin winding work. By using yarn, wrap making means setting cross threads for cloth. Finally, weaving is done by using handloom. And to complete one sari, it nearly requires 5 days to 1 week time. Let's see a case study of Venkatesu. Venkatesu is a resident of Dharmavaram. All his family members, he, his wife, his son, and daughter-in-law, work as weavers. When we visited his house, we found all members in the family engaged in different tasks. While he was winding yarn, his son Nagendra was engaged in waving on the maggam set up inside the house. Silk saris are manufactured by different tasks like dyeing of kachapattu, spindling of yarn. Since he has become old, Venkatesu spends most of the time binding yarn and his son waves on the loom. Venkatesu's wife and daughter-in-law do bobbin winding. There is some work like making saratas for wrapping done collectively by group of weavers on streets or outside their house. His son Nagendra brings all the raw materials like dyed silk yarn, zari and design from master weavers and sometimes from cooperative society, which he is a member. Venkateswaru gets raw materials at a time to weave 10 saris. The whole family has to work for 12 to 15 hours a day for nearly 40 to 50 days to weave 10 saris. They earn about Rs 1300 per sari for the work. Weaving sari is a hereditary occupation for Venkateswaru's family. The income Venkateswaru's family gets from weaving silk sari is insufficient to run his family. Between March and May, Venkateswaru's family is able to weave only for a few hours a day. If there is a high temperature, thread will get cut. The whole family works only till afternoon during these days. Women are distressed a lot as they have to do not only weaving but also the household chores like cooking food, fetching water, preparing children to go to school. Like other families, Venkatesu's family is also facing many problems. What are the problems? Competition from mill-made clothes, high quality, beautiful but very expensive. Market are at one place and buyers are worldwide. And middlemen are burdened to the weavers and they have no marketing knowledge. To overcome this, they have joined a cooperative society. This cooperative society provide raw material at low price and arrange marketing for weavers and training on new designs is given. But society is not allowing the weavers to discuss on raw material, sale of cloth and dress material, and the weavers cannot change the designs. They depend on middlemen and traders for the designs. These are some of the Dharmavaram silk saris. These saris are very famous for their striking color combination with contrast pallu and border woven with exquisite brocade gold patterns. Okay, we will continue in our live session. Thank you.